Hi everyone and welcome back to our new lesson. Today we are going to finally have and play and study our first piece, which is Anonyme à la Claire Fontaine. So here, as you already know, we have the instruction. All the notes that we are going to play on the score. So there are G, A, B, and D. This time we have only one note new. So let's review the old notes. We have G, as you may already know, it's open string. Then we have A, third string, second fret, second finger. We have B, second open string, and D here. As you see, still on the second string with this time with the third finger. This one, third finger, third fret. Okay. This is a D note. So let's watch a little bit. Here, very important, we start from the C letter. Very soon we are going to shift from C letter, meaning 4 beats, to 3 beats or 2 beats. So for now, let's continue with 4 beats per measure. And first note that we have is an open string, the third one, G. So 1, 2, 3. Now we go to the second string B. 4, 1, A, 2, B, 3 and 4, G, 1, 2, 3, B, 4, 1, back to the A, 2, back to the B, 3 and 4. Let me rephrase it for you without naming with my voice the notes. Starting from here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 This sign is for it's named Corona. Corona is a sign that is applied for just waiting much longer than it should be. So let's say this is a half note, I will wait 2 beats, but this time I will just wait a little bit more, as much as I feel comfortable. Normally those coronas are written for suspense moments, like I have a phrase, musical phrase, and I want just to calm down the atmosphere, or just make a little pause. So I'm going to wait and then I'm going to continue. Usually those are written upside down. I'm not sure why the author of this manual written like this, but it doesn't matter. Let's go to the second line. Now we have more notes, and here, as you see, we have our new one. So I'm going to count starting with the second string B note. 1 and 2 and 3, A, 4 and 1 and 2, and now I have here D note, second string, third finger, third fret. So back to the beginning of this bar, I have a G, then I have a B, then I have a D note here. Back to the open B, second string. I'm going to repeat it. So third string, second string with a third fret, and then back to the B, second string. Here we start this bar with the D. So as we can see, we already have this indication of 3. So finger number 3 on the third fret, and I'm going to play with M, 1 and 2, quarter note, 3, back to the B open string, 4, last fret, last measure, sorry, 1 and 2 and 3, 3 and 4. I'm going to repeat it. G, B, A and 4. Let me rephrase it for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Last line, we're starting with a G, 1 and 2, another G quarter note, 3 B note, open string, 4 B note, 1, now we have A, third string, and G, open string, B and G. Notice here we have, as you remember from lesson number 0, we had the value of the notes, classification, whole notes 4 bits, half note 2 bits, quarter note 1 bit. And those are 8 notes. How do I recognize them? Because they have a tail here that unite them. When I see this, it's clearly an 8 note. So an 8 note is a half of a bit. So I'm going to count for this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Do you remember when I told you I would like always to say 1 and 2 and that's why? Because now I can define half of 1 bit with the 2 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's B, A, G, B, G. Going further, I have an open string B, 1 and 2 and 3, and now again 8 notes, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Let me rephrase it for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So this was the main topic of the lesson. We have understood 2 things. The D note, which is here, as you see, second string, third fret, third finger. And second, we have been introduced to the 8th notes. And now we better understand why we say 1 and 2 and we always split. It's very good to always to sing with your voice. And the third thing is this one, the corona, which, as I told you before, is a sign of a longer pause, a longer silence. Thank you so much. I really hope you are going to play this very easy and enjoy your study at home. See you next time. Ciao.